Next
Shout out to
award.
Dennis Schroeder.
This one,
I like this one.
I like this one too because I think it was a heavy favorite, and I think it still is. But I do think over the last few months, it's got a little more even. So right now, the favorite for this award is Tyrese Maxey. But in my opinion, because the 76ers have been bad and he's missed a few games and they've just been struggling, I feel like the race has gotten a little more murky. So I want you guys to give your takes. It's probably still Maxey for y'all, but I just want to hear it because I have some different opinions on this award right here.
I want to go. I had 3 people that I wrote down that I want to talk about. The 3 people were Maxey. The other person was Scotty Barnes.
He's out though. He doesn't reach game requirements.
He's also a 4th overall pick. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but
I won it last year.
But my other pick,
I don't like that though. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, my other pick was Kobe White. I actually really like. And does Jalen Johnson count too, or no? He doesn't count.
Yeah, he does.
Of course he counts.
But that was like the next one.
He's my winner. That's who I had. Jalen Johnson as my most improved player.
I got Kobe White as my winner. If I have to pick other than Maxey, which I probably will, I'm picking Kobe White.
I'm going Maxey. I don't think the reason why I like both of those players, but they don't have enough clout. You know how awards, you need to have a big impact to gain that clout. And I think Tyrese Maxey, his jump was like substantial to them. Like they're pretty close. But I think Maxey has the most clout, the most notarized player. He gains more winning the award instead of those guys and helps the league be better than what it is. I'd say push the narrative of being a better league with Tyrese Maxey winning the award. So they're going to give it to him. But I feel like Kobe White is probably that made the biggest leap because I didn't expect him to be this type of scorer in the NBA after the first couple of seasons, and to see his improvements is the biggest out of the both of them. So I'd take him. But I think
Jalen Johnson is my pick because he's went from a player that barely cracked the rotation last year to being like a starter cornerstone piece for this franchise. Like this guy was averaging 5.5 points last year, along with 3.5 rebounds. Now he's averaging 16 and 9, and he's one of the best players on the Hawks. 50% from the field. He's up to 35% 3-point shooter. Let's see, in his free throws, he's improved that as well. So overall, I know Maxey has his improvement is more significant for the team, and like him ascending he's becoming more of a face of the league. But Jalen Johnson, his leap to me was bigger, and I think that's what this award should go to. I think he went from a dude that was, again, barely in the rotation. He started 6 games last year and played 15 minutes. Now he's playing 34 minutes a game, and he started every single one of them. So I think that type of leap is more impressive to me. So that's why I would pick him.
Yeah, I agree too. But even past award winners have always been like name-worthy guys. Like I think BI won it one year. Oladipo, like these guys are people that already.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Like Lauri Markkanen, but
John Morant won it. Like what? Second pick.
I agree. I mean, that's how they pick the award. But in my opinion, I feel like it should go to the player that's literally made the most improvement. That went from a nobody to like a stable player, or at least like a role player to like an all-star. Like Julius Randle's thing, I think that was acceptable because he went from just an average dude to one of the best players in the league.
But he was already like a 7th pick. People knew him from the Lakers. If you make though, I feel like if the Hawks are like 4th or 3rd seed, then he'd be recognized as that player. But since they're not winning games and nobody really knows him as much, he's not gonna get the award.
I feel like Kobe White gets more clout shout-outs than Jalen Johnson. Kobe White gets more posts on Twitter.
Hey, bro, Jalen Johnson just did Austin Reeves dirty. I think his popularity is growing steadily.
What was it, December, Hassan, when Kobe was averaging like 28 points per game for like 3 or 4 weeks, or like ridiculous. 25? That was a good stretch. Yeah, that was a really good stretch he had.
I think he has the biggest point differential, right? Him or Johnson?
Maybe either or. One of those two for sure.
It's one of them two, yeah.
But I like both picks. I really do.
Yeah, I think Kobe and Maxey, again, like he's had the most like important leap, I would say, but not the biggest, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's more important that he took the leap, but I think Johnson literally went from 5 points to one of the best players.
The way I see Maxey was like already like a 8.5 out of 10 player to like a 9. Like it's like he was already good. He got better.
It was expected too because of the usage. Like Harden's not on the team anymore.
Harden's not on the team, and you're averaging like 20-21 with him. So it's like
like I think I would have picked him if the Sixers were doing a little better without Embiid. And I know it's a lot to ask of him because Embiid is one of the best players in the league, but like if he was showing me at least a little bit of something while Embiid was out, I would have been like, wow, he's really him. But really, they haven't done much. So
I remember we were talking about like Tyrese Maxey.
They're in the play-in now. They're damn near about to fall out, bro.
So if they were like 5-4-3, would you have given it like to Maxey? Like he's holding it down.
Yeah,
if he held it down, yeah.
Because playing is like
what's he doing right now?
They're like
9. They're like 9.
To be like, I remember having this conversation about Tyrese Maxey and Anthony Edwards. They're having like the same statistical season, and we're saying, oh, this guy's a 2 and he's averaging the same as a 1. If he was a 1, like maybe he'd be as good as Anthony Edwards. But seeing this now, there's no way he'd be as good as him or keep a team afloat.
I mean, it's just tough with a depleted team though. So it's like you can't.
It's only one guy though that's out.
Yeah, but it's a huge piece. Like, what do you think Jamal Murray? You think Jamal Murray would out?
The thing is, like, it's not even close, bro. They've been at.
I know Jamal can do one though. I don't know if Tyrese could or not. That's my
I'm trying
thing.
to think of like people. Like I said in the chat, like I don't think that the small guard being a 1 is viable anymore because people are so big.
Well, I mean, if you're
there's no small guard ones that are like championship contenders.
Mitchell right now is the best.
Besides Steph,
putting it down too. Yeah,
Steph was the last. Yeah, Steph was the last.
Trae Young is the closest
small one.
No, Donovan Mitchell's like 6'3" or something like that.
He can't be on they're rarely on a winning team, and I don't think the Cavs are. They're a good team, but they're not like contenders. You know what I mean? Yeah,
they're top 3. In terms of statistics, though, from a regular season standpoint, is my point. Like to keep a team afloat, it's possible as a young.
Like to have a decent team. Yeah,
on the Sixers right now, they'd still be in playoff.
If Trae Young was on the Sixers right now, they'd be in the play. They'd be
in the
play too.
I don't know.
Y'all are sleeping on Trae Young, bro.
Yeah, I've been sleeping for years. He's been doing the same thing after.
He's asked on defense, but on offense, he could literally carry an entire team offensively.
I haven't seen it.
Finals. Are you saying with no Embiid? But are you saying with no Embiid, or are you saying with?
No, I'm just saying swap Trae Young for Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers have a way better record. Not way better. They have a better record.
Well, Trae Young is
I think with no Embiid, they're still in the same situation.
Me too.
I think they're fine.
If they have Embiid, I think they'll be better.
They're better. They're better with Trae.
They're better with Trae.
They'd be in the same
They'd be in the same situation. We've seen what Trae is like with a depleted team.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
How good is Philly with no Embiid?
With Trae,
not good at all. They're awful,
dude. Okay, the Hawks have a better roster
with mediocre teams. We've seen what Trae has been looking like with mediocre teams
now
for
it's
years.
better than what the 76ers have without Embiid. It's not fair.
Okay.
And then the Hawks have Trae Young all season, and they still suck with them.
Well, not all season. And then the East.
No, I'm talking about in the past.
I mean, yeah, they're having a bad year, but it's not like it's all his fault. Like, I'm not going to say Trae Young.
Every year been bad.
I'm saying the last really good year they had was like
2 years ago.
3, 4. No, it wasn't 2. What's the year they 2 years ago?
They made the Eastern Conference Finals like 2 years ago.
That was 2 years.
3 years.
3, isn't it? 3?
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah, it's been longer than 2 years.
They made the playoffs last year.
No, I know they made the playoffs, but I'm saying
like
they're just a mid-level. They're mid. Like Trae Young has been on a mid team with a decent. What's it called?
He might not even be able to stay afloat.
Trae Young is obviously better than Maxey, but I'm just saying like the difference wouldn't be huge. And
I think they're still being the player.
I think it would be.
Trae Young carries. Maxey can't carry like that.
What is Trae Young carried though? Like,
offense is superpower. He's a
disrespectful.
And the team's like 8 seed, 8-10.
Trae Young has led the league in points and assists multiple times. Like,
where's that letter?
Which supporting cast is currently better, the Hawks or the Sixers?
Oh, man.
No one's saying that the Hawks don't have a better team. I'm just saying, like, Trae Young is a way better player. He would have the team playing better.
If you change Trae Young off the Hawks get worse with Maxey. So that's another team that goes
they're
down.
At the same, but look at DeJounte right now. They
get worse.
Level.
The Hawks get worse.
Level, they're literally at the same spot.
Nah, man.
DeJounte's been cooking lately. He's been carrying.
Not that much cooking. 44 shots.
It's been a week of him cooking. Let's not act like it's been going on half the season.
He's been playing solid. Like
it's been a week though. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Like it's been a few games.
They're 12-10 without Trae Young this year, Gabe. 12-10.
I mean, yeah, if Trae Young is out, someone has to step up, dog. It's Trae Young.
Oh, okay. Now someone has to step up.
Şengün's out. The Rockets. Like, they could do this.
Listen, if the best player on the team goes down, somebody got to step up. Somebody got to take more shots.
Okay, but why are they above 500?
Take more role. Somebody has to take more initiative, and that's DeJounte Murray.
Okay, but what about the Sixers? Same goes
What
for
We're
about
the
talking about
They
Trae
suck
Young's
without
value
Embiid.
right now.
Bro, if you're talking about trading Trae Young to the Sixers, the Hawks get
No, I'm
worse
not
than
saying
Tyrese
that. I'm
Maxey.
saying what about
Oh,
the Sixers? Who's stepping up for the Sixers?
No,
Trae Young's on that
Kelly
team.
Oubre. Kelly Oubre stepping up.
And they
Okay,
they,
listen.
they can't win a game. But the
Yeah,
Hawks
because
could win.
Tyrese Maxey can't hold it down enough.
DeJounte,
Hawks
but
could win
DeJounte is like
without Trae
1,000
Young.
times better than Kelly. Like, not 1,000 times better.
I'm not
but he's better
arguing
than
that
Kelly.
Trae Young is obviously
Okay.
better than Tyrese Maxey. But I'm saying like the difference wouldn't be huge. They'd still be losing games because the roster sucks. And Trae Young's not that big of a difference.
We could put a pin in this.
to
This
be
is a good
winning them
topic.
games.
We could put a pin in this.
He's not. Yeah, he's not a crazy difference maker. Like, he's not going to be doing much better than what Max is doing right now.
I think he does.
What?
In terms of the win column?
We gotta talk
Yeah.
about this later.
Maybe
This is like a whole discussion.
stats wise, with the win
That's
column,
disrespectful,
It's always
man.
stats,
We're like
but the
this-
win column's never been a
it's
big
been
dip.
years since we've seen Trae Young like actively contribute to that many wins.
Tyrese
Like,
Maxey has never carried an offense for
Dog,
any amount of
You
time.
can't.
We're not
Tyrese
yeah,
comparing
but
the two
Tyrese
players.
Maxey is 20,
Guys.
25 or something. Like,
for this
We're not comparing the
conversation
two
to work, they have
players.
to get in the same tier. They're not even on the same tier of
Yeah,
basketball.
they're not
right
on
now.
the same
They're not.
tier. It's not
You're not,
fair.
but the win column would still be the
But
same.
Trae-
though.
if-
The win column would still
Nah.
be
if
the
Trae
same.
Young was in
Nah.
Max's position right now with the Sixers without Embiid, he would not be doing much better.
He would.
They
Like,
would
there's
be
nothing-
not in the
Player.
play.
He
They would not
literally
be in the
has a
play.
better team currently and is doing worse.
Exactly.
He's not playing right now.
No,
No, but
when
I'm
he
saying
was
like even when he was healthy.
when he was healthy in previous seasons.
It's bigger than just him. You can, I mean, I'm not saying he's not to blame, but like it's not all on him. We can't just blame. Oh, it's Trae Young's
I'm not
fault.
saying
He's
it's
the
his
best
We're
player.
fault.
not-
I'm
But in
saying
this
I'm not saying
situation,
it's Trae Young's current fault that his team isn't the best, but he currently has this year while he's playing, obviously he's not playing right now. This year he's had a better team than the Sixers currently have right now, and they still weren't as good as the Sixers.
You're saying Maxey contributes more
Well, the
to winning
Sixers
on
also
the
had
Sixers than
Embiid.
Trae Young would.
Give
That's what
Trae
you're
Young
saying.
and
no,
Embiid. Let's see
he's
how
in the
good they
same
do.
situation.
No, you're saying Tyrese Maxey would contribute more to winning for the Sixers than Trae Young would if he was on
No,
that.
because they'd be losing
Hey,
games.
I'm saying it's
I
not that
have
big of a
a-
difference.
Hold on.
We're saying it's not that big of a
Everyone.
difference.
Everybody, I
We're
got an
saying there's no
unbiased way to
difference, like-
check this. I got an unbiased way to check this. I'm gonna check the Sixers record with Maxey and the Hawks record with Trae Young, and that way we can see because we're not factoring in the games Trae Young hasn't played, and we're not factoring in the games that Embiid plays with Maxey. So let's see that. That way we can
Maxey
say
has a worse roster, and I mean it wouldn't be. I think it's gonna be close regardless.
When you say
And I think
worst
they're on the
roster,
road
bro, the level
With no
of worst
Embiid,
is like
with no Embiid.
we're saying with no Embiid, the Sixers roster is
but the
worse.
Sixers are
Okay,
built
fine,
on the Sixers
fine,
are
let me
built around
check
the
with
MVP
Embiid.
player. The
let me
Hawks
check
aren't.
with Embiid. Let me
You have to
check with
understand
Embiid.
that.
And then
I
with
thought Trae Young's
Trae
your
Young.
MVP player.
I'm saying right the Sixers that Maxey and Embiid are on. They built this team around Embiid. It's not built around Maxey. That's the problem. So if you change it, they're not the same player. You have to like equally adjust the player like ratings. They're not on the
That's why
same
the
team.
team is
Bez
worse.
is saying, Bez is saying if you would have put Trae in Maxey's position right now, they would be doing better.
Yeah.
Yes, I
yes,
agree.
I agree.
They wouldn't be out the play-in.
They would be like 5-6.
Yeah,
But
they would. They would
wouldn't.
not be.
That's why. That's where the difference is. I don't think they would be out 5 or 6 with this
Yeah, they'd be-
supporting cast
they'd be
and
fine,
only
bro.
Trae Young. When it's like we've seen Trae Young with better teams than this and still do bad. Like there's nothing. Like he is not gonna convince me that he's just gonna be on that team with a mid supporting cast and elevate them like that when he hasn't done that in the past.
he's gonna do better than
Preach.
Max. What rating is Kelly Oubre even on the Hawks? Would he be the third best player?
Maybe
Yeah.
probably third.
No,
Help
no,
our
like-
point.
Okay, where's Tobias
Maybe.
Harris?
Trae Young has
Where's Tobias Harris?
a better team and still loses.
Where's Tobias Harris ranked?
Not even
Dude,
like
Bogey's better
I'd
than
rather
Tobias.
have
Yeah,
fucking
right.
a Congo.
That's crazy. That's insane.
The fact
I'd
that
rather have Onyeka.
The fact that Hassan brings up Tobias Harris' name every hour is insane, but won't
Because he
choose him.
sucks. I don't like him.
And don't compare him to Paul George. Oh no, you didn't do it. Someone else did. I don't
He
know.
said that Paul
He
George.
did
Is,
do it.
he said that Paul George is a
He
better
got the
Tobias
same
Harris.
role.
Roll.
Yeah, he said the same role.
But yeah, I
Like
don't think Trae
39
Young
and
would make that big of a
35.
difference at the Sixers currently.
That's a good discussion topic for people to vote on. I want to.
We should clip this and see what people say. I
That is-
want to see.
We should do a poll on the TikTok. There's an
Yeah,
option.
we have TikTok.
Click poll, and then people would vote on that poll a lot. 'cause
No,
they're
we
just
we should clip it, make a poll on TikTok. We could do the same thing on Instagram. I know there's one for a comment section
Yeah.
Instagram poll. So
Mhm.
this is a good one. Trae Young or Tyrese? Like, we should ask if Trae Young was on the Sixers, would they be a playing team still, or would he get him out of it? That's a really good question.